Good evening. Take it away, Maestro. Yesterday things were so gloomy, but today, yes sir, they're shiny and new. Oh, what a change has come to me. I've been dusted off the shelf. I am not myself. What a different world I view. I see a new sun up in a new sky. Now my whole horizon has reached a new high. Yesterday my heart sang a blue song, but today hear it hum a cheery new song. I dreamed a new dream, I saw a new face. Now I'm spreading sunshine all over the place. With a new point of view, here's what greets my eye. New love, new luck, new sun in the sky. I dreamed a new dream, I saw a new face. Now I'm spreading sunshine all over the place. With a new point of view, here's what greets my eye. New love, new luck, new sun in the sky. I dreamed a new dream, I saw a new face. Now I'm spreading sunshine all over the place. With a new point of view, here's what greets my eye. New love, new luck, new sun in the sky. Thank you for your Zoom applause, ladies and gentlemen. What a wonderful pleasure it is to be back. Of course, I sang under Jim's baton at St. Thomas Church for a number of years. It's one of the great musical pleasures of my life, Jim. That was the mid-1990s, if you can believe it's been that long. What? Time do fly. So that was New Sun in the Sky from a musical revue called The Bandwagon from 1931, and it was sung by Mr. Fred Astaire. That was the last collaboration between Fred and his sister, Adele. And now, of course, it was made into a movie in the 1950s as well. So now, before we begin this next number, we're going to do something for you by Jerome Kern and something by Murray Mencher. So well, I almost called you psychotic, and you're not psychotic or psychic, but our brainy professor at the piano has a wonderful collection of over 50,000 pieces of sheet music from shows, reviews, and independent pop tunes, and he has lots of knowledge in his head. So, do you have any knowledge to share with us tonight, Mr. Hassan? Speak up for the people.
What did I tell you about Murray Mencher before?
Well, you tell them. You tell them.
Right. Before you hear an obscure tune by Murray Mencher, which would be number 2 after what you next hear, which is by Jerome Kern, Murray Mencher, while you're listening to Doug singing, also wrote. We all know that.
Only the highest class.
That's a Gustav Mahler's last. It's a posthumous Mahler, right?
Indeed.
Didn't know that, did you?
Posterior, or something with a pos in front of it. All right, so here we go. These are our last 2 numbers for you in this very short performance. The first is Look for the Silver Lining, and the second is Making the Best of Each Day. The first is from a show called Sally by Jerome Kern, and the second one was a song made famous by Mr. Eddie Cantor. So I hope you enjoy them. Please don't be offended if I preach to you a while. Tears are out of place in eyes that were meant to smile. There's a way to make your very biggest trouble small. Here's the happy secret of it all. Look for the silver lining. Whene'er a cloud appears in the blue, remember somewhere the sun is shining, and so the right thing to do is make it shine for you. A heart full of joy and gladness will always banish sadness and strife. So always look for the silver lining and try to find the sunny side of life. Will always banish sadness and strife. So always look for the silver lining and try to find the sunny side of life. Now, we know that roses don't grow by our door unless we plant them there. We know the happiness that we're striving for is what we make it. Here's how we take it. What does it matter if skies are not blue? Hey, life doesn't promise a rose-colored view. Still, we go along like a lot of folks do, making the best of each day. What if our clothes have been worn quite a bit, somewhat old-fashioned in style? We'll admit we fix it and sew it and change it to fit, making the best of each day. Now there's a lot of things that we miss. Still, our hopes are never gone. You see, we know that a smile or kiss will help us carry on. What if our dream boat somehow doesn't sail? Whether we're lucky or whether we fail, still we'll go along to the end of the trail, making the best of each day. These have been difficult times, folks. Let's tell it like it is. These have been some tough years. But one thing we know as Americans and as artists is the best way to get through things is to get through them together. Community and community building are everything. Thomas Circle Singers has always been an organization that has done just that through art and music and through serving the community. It's always been a pleasure to be associated with Thomas Circle, and it's an organization that it's very easy to admire. So I do hope that you will dig deep into your pockets and make sure that you fully support them in every possible way. And look out for each other in these difficult days. Now, there's a lot of things that we miss. Still our hopes are never gone. You see, we know that a smile or a kiss will help us carry on. What if our dream boat somehow doesn't sail? Whether we're lucky or whether we fail, still we'll go along to the end of the trail, making Thank you, Bill, for running the camera. And we hope to see you soon. Take care.